How's it going, everybody? This is the Bourbon Recruit coming at you with another video, and today I'm going to review New Riff 8-year. Now, this had come highly recommended from quite a few people I know, and from watching videos about it on YouTube and seeing, wow, like, everybody who's reviewed it is, giving these gleaming reviews, and I was like, I gotta go try it for myself. And at the time, I had just torn a ligament in my ankle, and I was hopping around on crutches, and a woman at the liquor store was nice enough to grab it for me, take it up to the front, and I was, worried I wasn't going to be able to get one. Little did I know that there were quite a few sitting on the shelf at that point, but that's fine. I had nothing but high hopes going into it. I had already opened this bottle and tried it with a friend, and they loved it. I was a little skeptical. Now, you've probably seen my Old Forester 1924 video where I'm sitting there talking about go back to your old bottles. That gave me a little inspiration to come back to this one and see what I thought. Originally I was like, tastes like wood chips. Tastes like I went to a playground, grabbed some wood chips, put them in my mouth. Didn't like it. And for me, I wanted to love this bourbon. I was like, wow, this is going to be something that you can find on the shelves, and I'm going to like it. Kind of like the Ben Holiday soft red wheat, where I'm like, wow, it's great bourbon. Loved it. And then, I come to New Riff and, did not. So I want to come back to this, see if I like it a little more now that the, bottle's been sitting there for a little longer. And get right into it. See, I'm getting all wood on the nose, and it's not giving me hope because, again, when I tried it the first time, wood chips. I'm sucking on wood chips, and I mean, some people like the oakiness. They like the woody taste, and for me, I'm like, I like it, but not that much. I like it on the finish. I like it as a subtle note, but once you really get into it and all you taste is wood, oak, whatever, I can't get behind it, and I don't know. That's all I'm getting. We'll get into tasting, and we'll see. Ugh. Well, sometimes it's great to be right, sometimes it's not. You spend, $70, $80 on a bottle, and it's not good, and for me, this is the case for New Riff 8. I don't enjoy it. Now, it's not saying that it's a bad bourbon. Again, everybody's palate is different, and for me, it's not enjoying the New Riff 8-year. Again, it could just be the day. It just could be, the weather outside, or what I had for lunch or breakfast, or, what I'm thinking about having for dinner. I mean, the palate changes so often. At least for me it does, and today it's not liking New Riff, but unfortunately the last time I had New Riff, and the time before that, I didn't like it. I didn't, but, I mean, again, it doesn't mean that it's bad. And maybe it is that it's, high rye. It's 65% corn, 30% rye, and 5% malted barley. I'm not, a rye guy, and that just might be my problem. 100 proof, I mean, it drinks at about 100, it's not too spicy. You do get the spice from the rye, and, you should expect that from a higher rye bourbon, but, I mean, for me, the next step is either letting my friend drink this, so it doesn't go to waste, or trying it in an old-fashioned and seeing if, it makes a good old-fashioned. And unfortunately for me, I'm not enjoying it. There's so many other bourbons in my selection that like I can drink and actually enjoy, and this is not one of them. Nope. Just like wood chips. And again, it's not a knock against anybody who likes New Riff 8-year, any of their lineup. It's just not for me. And, I challenge everybody to go out there and try again the bottles that they've, opened and disliked and see if they do like them. For me, I came back to this twice and I got burned twice. It's not something I'm going to pour down my drain, especially considering that there will always be somebody to drink your liquor, whether you like it or not. You will always be able to find somebody that be like, yeah, I'll drink that. For me, I have a couple of friends that are like that, and that's a blessing because this is something I'm not going to drink. I've had some bad liquor in my life. I've had some bad whiskey. This goes on that list for me of I've come back to it not once but twice, and all 3 times I've tasted it, it doesn't hit where I thought. And I don't know if it's just my expectations that were high going into it, and I was like, wow, like everyone's like, this is one of the best bourbons of 2024, and I was like, I gotta go find a bottle before they're gone. And I went to go find this one and had high expectations for it, and right down. Don't let this dissuade you from going out and trying it. I highly encourage everybody to go out and try every bourbon they can find, because you never know what you'll like, what might surprise you. For me, surprisingly, the soft red wheat. Wow, fantastic, blows my mind. And I would have never have tried it had it not been some advice that I got of, buy it, you'll never know if you like it or not. Now, everybody's budget is different of what they're buying and stuff like that, so they go and watch review videos and see if other people like it and what their notes are. And for me, like, my notes are never going to be, at a professional level because, like, my palate isn't as refined as, anyone else out there on the interwebs. But, I mean, I can only tell you that this tastes like I'm putting wood chips in my mouth. And if you like that, yeah, go buy this bourbon. If you don't, buy it anyway. See if you do like it. Maybe your palate is different and you are like, wow, like this is fantastic bourbon. If you've tried it and you don't like it, try it again. Open it back up and you're like, be surprised what you might like. For me, it was 1924 Old Forester. And for me, it's not New Riff 8-year, unfortunately. I wanted to like this bottle so bad. I wanted to come back to it. It was bad. And then I was like, you know what? Let's see how it goes with the light in my face and recording a video and see if maybe my tune changes. And it didn't. I mean, I like what they're doing over at New Riff. Like, they're doing good things. And I hate to be the person to sit here and say, this isn't good. This is, to me, it's bad. I am going to try other New Riff bottles and see if maybe I'm just being a little critical. But as of right now, I can't get behind this. This is not something I'm going to buy again. This is not something that's going to stay on my shelf. It's not something I'm going to sit there and tell my friends, like, hey, this is fantastic, go buy it. It's not something I'm going to tell you, it's fantastic, go buy it. But, I mean, I'm going to keep trying it till it's gone. Maybe one day my palate adjusts and I do like it. And it becomes one of those bottles. But, the first time I tried it, it wasn't one of those days. And the second time I tried it, it wasn't one of those days. And I hate to say it, but today, it's not one of those days. But, I'm not going to stop trying. I'll take a little sip here and there and see if it changes. But, for right now, I'd have to get this maybe a 2 out of 5. I've tried bourbon that is a lot cheaper, that I've liked a lot more. I've tried bourbon that is more expensive and I don't like. CYPB, very expensive bourbon, secondary market, and I think I'd choose this over CYPB. But I mean, over anything that's on the shelf that you can find, every day, cheaper, maybe even half the price, I can't justify buying this again. Well, it's been the Bourbon Recruit with a scathing review of New Riff 8-year, and hopefully you like it. Unfortunately, I don't. But anyways, cheers.